Welcome to Algebra Prep Academy. The lesson for today is conversions. For this equation, you are given that 60 seconds equals 1 minute and that 60 minutes equals 1 hour. And you're trying to find out how many seconds equals 3 hours. Now you have to set up an equation of 60 minutes over 1 hour equals x over 3 hours. Once you have this equation, you multiply 3 hours to both sides to get x by itself. Once you do this, you end up with 3 hours over 1 times 60 minutes over 1 hour equals x. Now you cross out the hours to get minutes by itself and end up with 3 times 60 minutes equals x, which equals to 180 minutes. Now that you know that 180 minutes equals 3 hours, you set up another equation of 60 seconds over 1 minute equals x over 180 minutes. Now that you have this equation, you multiply 180 minutes to both sides. Once you do this, you end up with 180 minutes over 1 times 60 seconds over 1 minute equals x. Now you cross out the minutes to get seconds by itself and end up with 180 times 60 seconds equals x, which equals to 10,800, which equals x. So 3 hours is the same as 10,800 seconds. For this equation, you are given that 1 feet equals 12 inches. And you're trying to find out how many feet equals 50 inches. First, you set up an equation of 1 feet over 12 inches equals to x over 50 inches. Now, you multiply 50 inches to both sides to get x by itself. And end up with 50 inches over 1 times 1 feet over 12 inches equals x. Now you cross out the inches to get feet by itself and end up with 50 times feet over 12 equals x. And you end up with 50 feet over 12 equals x. Now you have to divide 50 over 12 and you end up with 4 and a remainder of 2. So you end up with having 4 feet plus 2 inches equals x. So the answer is 50 inches equals 4 feet and 2 inches. In this equation, you are given that 1 euro equals $1.11. So now you're trying to find out how many dollars equals 156 euros. First, you set up an equation of $1.11 over 1 euro equals x over 156 euros. Now you have to times 156 euros to both sides to get x by itself. And you end up with 156 euros over 1 times $1.11 over 1 euro equals x. Now you cross out the euros to get dollars by itself and end up with 156 times $1.11 equals x. That equals to $173.60 equals x. So 156 euros, it's the same as $173.16. For this equation, you're given the formula for converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, which is C equals 5 over 9 multiplied by F minus 32. Now you have to find out how much is 140 degrees Fahrenheit equals Celsius. So you set up as C equals 5 over 9 times F, which is you substitute for 140 degrees minus 32. Now you end up with 5 over 9 times 108 over 1. So you can simplify it. 108 divided by 9 equals 12. So you end up with 5 times 12, which equals 60. So 180 degrees Fahrenheit is the same as 60 degrees Celsius. For this equation, you are given that 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. And you are trying to see how many feet equals 21 miles. First, you set up an equation of 5,280 feet over 1 mile equals x over 21 miles. Now you have to multiply 21 miles to both sides to get x by itself. And you will end up with 21 miles over 1 times 5,280 feet over 1 mile. Now you can cross out the miles to get feet by itself and end up with 21 times 5,280 feet equals 6. The answer equals to 110,880 feet equals 6. So 21 miles equals 110,880 feet.
Thank you for watching on Journalist Prep Academy.